Hey guys, Sirkeen here. Just thought I'd make a range guide for frost dragons. I believe range to be the best method for a couple reasons. One, when you go to pick up a drop, you can't continue attacking, but with the range method you can attack from a distance. Another reason I like the range method is because of the sheer fact if you have auto retaliate on, that gives a negative effect, because when you're running away with melee to pick up your drop, you'll try to get lured back and it just wastes time. So I think range is the most efficient method, so that's why I decided to make a range guide. Melee being the second most efficient, then mage being the third most. Mage, it's not very accurate, but you get massive mage XP and you still make money, so that's a great way to train mage if you want to do that, but I'm not going to be showing how to do that in this guide. Okay, let's start off with your gear. First of all, I chose to wear Helm of Natus, not the Soul War Cape and the Fury for the prayer bonus. These three items, they give a nice prayer bonus. Crystal bow. Now, to use a crystal bow, you are going to need super anti-fire pots. So if you don't have those, I'll show you an alternative in a minute. Armadillo chestplate, chain skirt. If you can't afford that, I'll show you other armor alterations. Barrow's gloves, snakeskin boots. Now these can be replaced with ranger boots. I'm just too poor right now for them, so I thought I'd show you with snakeskin boots. It's not that big of a difference. Like, I don't even know, like 5 range bonus right here. Now, the archer ring imbued, you can either wear a regular archer ring, or you can wear an explorer ring, which gives a prayer bonus. If you didn't see that, yeah, it gives 1 prayer bonus. If you feel that you don't really need the prayer bonus so much, you can wear something like this. And yeah, see, that took away a lot of prayer. If you don't have a Soul War Cape, Soul War Cape's the main piece. I wouldn't change this for anything if you can help it, but if you don't have a Soul War Cape, then you can wear a skill cape. Not as much prayer bonus as you can see, but it gives some prayer bonus. And if you don't have that, you can wear like an ancient cloak, Ceridonian cloak, one of the prayer cloaks. But if you absolutely do not wish to wear that, you can wear an accumulator. You will get some steel arrows too with it, so if you're using your crystal bow, that's a great method. But if you can't afford this, you can wear black d'hide. That's a great alternative. Or void, that works too, but that significantly reduces your prayer, so you definitely want a Soul War Cape with void. If you can't use the super anti-fire, you can wear a crossbow, but with the crossbow, as you'll see in a second, I'm going to wield the DFS. I do not recommend using a DFS because it'll lower your range bonus, and you're not going to be getting hit, so you don't need defensive bonuses. So I would actually recommend a regular Dragonfire shield, as it gives a higher range bonus. That's about it for armor. I suppose if you absolutely wanted to use a crossbow, you could use the void deflector here and wear barrel gloves. That's a possibility. If you haven't done, I don't even remember what quest it is. Whatever quest it is for crystal bow, you could switch that up. Let's see, I'm going to pause this for a minute so I can set up my inventory. Okay, this is my setup or whatever for frost dragons. So I take 2 extreme range pots. That's more than enough. I usually repot anywhere from 110 to 107 usually range. I take 5, and if I have a half-filled or a partially filled super anti-fire, I usually take that. If I do not, I'll just take 6 full ones. A cannon. A cannon is a must. If you don't have a cannon, I wouldn't waste my time at Frost Dragons unless you just want to make a quick buck at Frost Dragons and then go buy a cannon. You're usually going to want anywhere from 13 to 18 prayer pots, depending on your gear setup. Holy Wrench, that'll give you an additional prayer boost when you're restoring. So like for example, when I restore, I get 30 prayer points, but with the Holy Wrench in my inventory, I get 32. That's very nice. Your Enhanced Excalibur. My Enhanced Excalibur heals 40 life points. Well, 400 life points, whatever you want to say. A regular Enhanced Excalibur that heals 200 life points is good. If you do not have an Enhanced Excalibur, I suggest you get it, or else you're going to have to fill your pack yak with a few sharks. You will get shark drops while you're there, so it's not that big of a deal. That's only if you get in the range of a Frost Dragon attack. I take this because you get hit sometimes. Obviously the 2 pack yaks, the Explorer Ring, Cannonballs, and Storage Scrolls. Now if you don't have a pack yak, you can substitute this in with War Tortoise, and you can wear this ring and have a Ring of Dueling in your inventory, along with 1 range pot, maybe 1 to 2 super anti-fire, and maybe 3 to 5 prayer pots or something like that. That's just an idea, I think. You can adjust your inventory. I've never really done it with the War Tortoise. And of course your cannon with the War Tortoise, and cannonballs, etc. Now, the reason I say bring a Ring of Dueling and have this equipped, with the Ring of Dueling you can get a fast bank, and then you can hurry up and explore a ring, and I'll show you my route to go to Frost Dragons and how I do it. You do not need a restore pot to summon your second pack yak. I'll show you why. Okay, now I'm going to be showing the pack yak method, but it's similar for the War Tortoise method or any other summoning familiar method. If you don't have a summoning familiar, it's alright money still, but it's not the greatest. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to quickly bank and get out. Let's see, I had 6, I had 9. So I needed 5 more. So 5 more prayer pots. Store 1 of your familiars so you have a bunch of space. Okay, now that my inventory's set up, I recommend you explore a ring so you can cabbage port. Cabbage porting, it just saves a little time. Okay, now that you're here, which is south of Falador, you can bank at Fally East if you don't have the ring, and you can just make runs that way. If you're banking that way because you don't have the Explorer ring but you still have a War Tortoise, you can just have Fally teleports in your inventory. That works alright too. So we just run south. I usually just follow the docks kind of, and then I run out this way by the fishing store. Further south, there's going to be a summoning obelisk and a prayer altar. If you want to, you can recharge your prayer here if you don't have full prayer. I recharged at the Sarah Monk place because I was fishing Rocktail. It was just kind of on the way. Now right here, I recommend you sit down until your run energy is about 80 to 90%. Usually your summoning may go down 1 point, which is good for some if they're 96 summoning. Anyways, recharge your summoning here. You're going to be running further south to the Frost Dragon area. You also need 85 dungeoneering. I probably should have said that at the start. So if you don't have 85 dungeoneering, I wouldn't even bother with this method. Frost Dragons, you can make about 1.5 mil to 2.3 mil an hour depending on how efficient you are also. and also depending on your stats. So you're running through the Frost Dragon area, or not, wow, not the Frost Dragon area, the lair, I guess, I don't know, whatever this place is called, until you get right here. Now, it appears like there's a dead end up here. This is where you go for Frost Dragons. There's going to be the little teleportation thing right here. The idea here is to pot up right here outside. I'll show you the cannon spots too. There's two particular ones that I like. You can go in. You only need to pray mage. See if anybody's here. There's sometimes people that just like to camp right here, and nobody's here today. I like to set my cannon up right here, maybe a little farther up, but don't set it too far back because this wall will block your cannon. So depending on whether you want that to happen or not, I wouldn't recommend it. Another place, I don't know if you've seen it, some guides, but some people set it up right here, about 3 or 4 steps away from this wall. That's a good spot. But I personally like the spot by the door. No particular reason. It's just a nice place. But if it's taken, I'll just go to the other spot. There's another spot farther south. I've never used it, so I'm not going to show a spot for it. If you've seen people use it, I guess you can look at where they place theirs. Other than that, set your cannon up and fire it. This is why you need the cannon. Cannonballs, they're like 300 and some GP each. Frost Dragon Bones, I think they're like 17k right now, as of GE current price. If you're using a War Tortoise and you're fighting Frost Dragons, you're going to be attacked constantly, so you're going to have to right click, use, and then use the bones on your familiar to put them on your Beast of Burden. Other than that, that's really how you do Frost Dragons. Enjoy, pay attention to when you need to repot, and a good way to time your cannon is using your pack yak. See, I've been here for maybe a minute with my cannon out, so in about 18 to 19 minutes I'll pick up my cannon, because every 20 minutes you want to pick up your cannon, otherwise you may risk decay. It also gives you a message on your game menu or whatever that says your cannon is almost decayed. If your cannon decays, you don't need to worry. You can go get another free cannon from the dwarf or whatever near Edgeville, you know, the mining place or whatever. He's on top floor. I think his name is like Nuolodin or something. But you can get a cannon from him. So enjoy your Frost Dragons. I hope you make a lot of money. I just thought I'd make this guide. And thanks for watching. I know it was kind of a lazy guide, but still a guide. Okay, I guess I want to show what I got for my Frost Dragon trip. Okay, this is everything I pick up also. So, obviously charms. They're really good charm droppers. I pick up the rune arrows. 239 Frost Dragon Bones in one trip. That's not too bad. I pick up all the herbs. Pretty much the only thing I really leave is air talismans. But that's just because they take up space. And I just... yeah. So I'm going to price check this stuff. I'm not wearing anything. Nothing in my envy. So about 4.6 mil profit. Well, not profit completely, but about 4 mil profit-ish, 3.7 mil-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's about what you'll make in a trip at Frost Dragons if you're efficient with range, and obviously I have 99 range. Alright, bye.